Ladies and gentlemen, the American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to Sports Without Boundaries. I'm wearing a suit today. Why? Just wanted to mix it up. No special reason. All right, the Cincinnati Reds, no playoffs. But by golly, I predicted another 100-loss season on these folks, and they started out with that, but it never happened. This has been a magical season. They made my summer, the Cincinnati Reds did. I watched the games. I got interested in the games. I went to games for the first time in 4 years. It was great. The Cincinnati Reds baseball, what incredible youth movement did they have. Yesterday, they lost 4-3 to the St. Louis Cardinals. Joey Votto got kicked out of the game. First inning, arguing balls and strikes. His career's over. He got kicked out. How you like that? The Diamondbacks and the Marlins are the two teams that make the wild card. They survive and make it. Steer set some rookie records. Unbelievable what he's done. Ellie De La Cruz on Friday night made a Sports Center foul catch going into the stands. Some other Reds news. Kroll has been promoted to president of baseball operations, and Meter has been promoted to general manager. All right, the playoffs. If you didn't know this, they begin tomorrow. Rays versus the Rangers. Twins versus the Blue Jays. How you like that? On October the 4th, Wednesday, the Brewers will kick off against the Diamondbacks. The Phillies versus the Marlins. Everybody gets into the whole thing. Saturday, Orioles to be determined, Astros to be determined, Braves, Dodgers. Orioles, Astros, Braves, Dodgers, got to buy. So, you get a wild card, you got a chance to do something. We'll see what happens. And the Bengals got walloped. Smoked them in Tennessee. 27-3. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Jamar says he's always open. I like Jamar. Coach Taylor says it's unacceptable. Joe Burrow says they'll get back on track. They play the Cardinals next week. I do want to say something. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, Josh Wentz, last year they were 0-2. They got to 2-2. Then they lost again. It was 2-3. I think I could be wrong, which means if they beat the Cardinals, they're the same place they were last year. The Cardinals suck. Dallas let them. I mean, they took them for granted. That's not going to happen with the Bengals. You got to go beat the Cardinals. In NFL football, some games I want to talk about. The Ravens beat the Browns, which means the Bengals are only one game out of first. Steelers got walloped. So the Steelers are in the same place we are, 1-3. Kansas City should have lost with Jets. The referees, I swear to God, the NFL just wants to, especially with Taylor Swift now, Kelsey, it was already bad. Yeah. That hold on Sauce Gardner, bullshit. Yeah. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Meanwhile, my Cowboys kicked ass on the Patriots. The worst loss, you ready for this? The worst loss in Belichick's coaching career. Yep. Wow. The Commanders had the Eagles too and let them up. The Rams came back and beat the Colts. Sorry, are you Hoosiers? And last but not least, the Bills, 42-20 on the Dolphins. The Dolphins coach said, I effing admire you and respect you after the game. I like McDaniel. All right, in college football, the big games. Notre Dame came back and beat Duke. Thank God, or my cousin Joshua had a coronary. University of Kentucky spanked Florida. USC almost lost to Colorado. What a comeback. Bama beat Mississippi State. BYU beat your Bearcats. I'm sorry, Bearcat fans. Georgia, #1, barely beat Auburn. And LSU lost Ole Miss in a crazy shootout. Those are my favorite games of the week. Drew Holiday's going to the Celtics. Boy, right when you think the Bucks one-up them, the Celtics come back. Canelo beat old Charlo. Boom. Convincingly. Ryder Cup. The Europeans won, and Roy McIlroy went bonkers. He didn't like the celebration on Saturday on the 18th hole. Spencer Strider broke the John Smoltz Brave strikeout record. 280-something. Chris Snow, sad story, an executive with the Calgary Flames, has passed away. Sad, 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 sad. He's only 42 years old. Yep. Aaron Butler, wide receiver. This is the Dion effect. He's declaring early. He's heading to Colorado to join them up. The Bengals picked up Devin Harper from the Dallas Cowboys. He was a pretty good special teamer. Kyler Murray is going to stay on the PUP list. The PUP list. All right, David Notchkoop. Man, the Browns got all kinds of problems. They got the best defense in the league, really. And they got all these issues. He got burns and everything else all over his face.
Look at that mask he's got.
I know. He looks kind of spooky, doesn't he? Deshaun Watson didn't play yesterday. DeMar Hamlin played for the Bills. Congratulations, DeMar. By the way, folks, he's not dead. Chandler Jones, arrested by the police, domestic violence stuff, mental health things. And guess what? The Raiders, instead of sticking by him, cut him. This is John Jones's brother, the UFC guy. Flag football. The Bengals have been hosting this lot of flag football. I've been telling my buddy Chris Steeneman we should get in this thing. Flag football is finally going to take off anywhere and everywhere. They're having like high school flag football teams now. Yeah. Allen Iverson, great thing he said about race. He goes, you know how many white people I love? Look at that smile. Allen Iverson, an ambassador for love between the races. Brevin Randall is going to get suspended. This Louisiana Tech player stomped on that guy's head. Betting. They've increased, apparently, the amounts involved relative to NFL betting. Folks, this betting is going to be a disaster for professional sports. The scandals are going to run rampant. Giants fire manager Kapler. See ya. 4 seasons. 1 playoff appearance. Michael Oher, the judge, has ended his conservatorship and said that it is pretty bad. In other words, sounds like the judge is on his side. Look out. Trent Noah, guess what? He's a Harlan County boy headed to the South Carolina Gamecocks. He's an ESPN 200. Sad story, Wakefield, 56, Boston Red Sox pitcher, died of brain cancer. 56, 4 years younger than me. Showalter wasn't fired, but he will not be back with the Mets. And last but not least, you ready for this? Tom Brady and Kim Kardashian were starting a bid at artwork of $500,000 against each other. It got up to $2 million. I don't know if either one of them bought it. And they were apparently smiling and giggling at each other as they did it. All I got to tell you is this, Tom. You want one roll in a sack with her? Fine. Do not date this woman. Meanwhile, Irene Sharack has got Bradley Cooper on her mind. Tom, you can do better. Unless you're just out having fun. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. We'll be back with sports tomorrow.